Selfish now.
Oh,
the story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in the sense.
Yeah, no,
With any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is in. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
We are live.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Watch the slant, watch the slant!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Julian and Brian are
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
Get it.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch.
Move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here we go, here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
13.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He lost the football. And now there's a scoop down by the 49ers. And these guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward.
Here we go.
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action. Now Garoppolo. That he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
We got one person watching. I don't know who it is, Julian or Brian.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Kelsey imposing his will, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, shit.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Oh, that is a complete shake. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Give them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
What we got? Lock!
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one complete to Coleman. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it.
Travis Kelce past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 56 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call with a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here
The
we go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
What the fuck is going
Start
on?
of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Shit.
It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
James now to return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Here we go.
Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Holy shit.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
You can't block me.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
I don't need to. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
I hope you brought your left, because I'm
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
What the fuck?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 20!
Mike, 54. Watch the slant.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Push him back.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Williams. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle 3rd of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go, defense.
Bravo.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 81 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
.31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hey, alert. 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 Man.
Now Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Move. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I know he ain't got it. Mike,
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Mahomes going to throw it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Crunch time, defense.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the moment. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 52 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that.
Down on the D-pad or up on the D-pad?
Rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here we go. Like 20.
March by 4. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
All right, go ahead. It doesn't do nothing when you press down on the D-pad or up. It changes minds.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2.
Yeah, it's got to be down on the D. Yes, it's down on the D-pad or up. Yeah.
We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 20.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
They look like a group that really locked in before this series started, read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They run it again with Williams. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle,
Go up? Nah, he got off.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, shit, no way.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Mike, they can't hang with us.
65. 11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And right away, he lost the football. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On now, Garoppolo. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 180!
Check. Walk 54. Tighten up.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. 180!
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 58 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Wow.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. On first down, it's Williams. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes buying time to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And able to work his way down to the 16. And it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Blake Bell there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it. They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. These two teams all tied after 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
X3, 218, jump.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 42 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Yellow. I go ladies. Get him.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw, escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes being chased out left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Yellow. 180. I got it.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Here we go. White.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yellow. Here we go.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Watkins, the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
65. Hey, Delta.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
21. Here we go.
54, Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
54, watch 54. Watch a slant.
Now Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Show it up.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent.
Yo, they played me. Yeah, they did play me. Holy shit. They fucking jerked me.
Field position.
Okay, I see, Madden. I see. For real. I thought he did too.
Switch gears. Action.
Hey, 57 colors.
On first down, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. This is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This is Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, gun.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 47 yards.
Kansas City.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
13, 13.
53's mine. Check 50.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. What do you need?
Mike, on the
11. Hey, high 7.
53, check 53. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Get in the weight room.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
In your face.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
I got you.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Let's put him on the button.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I thought you could go on the field, but okay, I see you. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
Yellow. Arsenal
56. Let him know.
Mahomes to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from 51 yards for the win. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it